So I'm at the junkyard, of course. Came across this old girl. So it's a V8 swapped S10. Looks like an older Chevy 350. Not sure if it's a Vortec or not, but kind of cool. Can definitely use the carb in the intake. It's got some sweet brackets here, all homemade, of course. And the power steering pump, I've never seen one mounted like this, where it's up top. Again, custom bracket. Someone did a decent job. It's got a pretty nice aluminum radiator, so I'm gonna grab that. Looks like a 2 or 3 core. Figure it out when I get it out. Probably leave this because it's a little melty. Had some kind of fire in here. Throttle return springs to this. That's pretty sweet. If you want to die. Ooh, chrome dipstick tube. I'll leave that. Probably leave these headers. Also got this sweet shifter knob in here. Automatic transmission with no detents. Nothing but the finest for this beast. Dash is in pretty nice shape. Steering wheel's okay. Might grab that. I'm gonna grab these gauges. They only charge $3 here, so get that whole set. It's a cheap set, but $3 is only $3. Kind of sad to see something like this in here, but that's what happens. So let me start grabbing some parts. Got the carb off, got some other parts off, and getting a little deeper into this and finding some stuff, and maybe I should call this how not to do a V8 swap. So if you notice, we got no mechanical fan, which is no big deal, but got the radiator pulled out, and that's the only electric fan they were using, so I am not surprised that this thing had some issues. So that was that. I didn't even cut these wires, they were already cut, so don't know who did that. It's gonna grab the intake manifold, but it's not branded or marked anywhere, so I'm not sure what it is. I'm just gonna leave it. It's probably Chinese special. Casting looks terrible, so I don't even think it's worth grabbing for what they're gonna charge me. So up underneath here, we got, this is the fuel pump. It's right under the driver door. And this line is just chilling, going right against the frame rail. And this isn't even fuel line. This is like that cheap brake line that's got like the green coating. Yeah, not exactly the safest. Wire force just kind of ran along with it. That way when it eats through and sparks right up here, catches your whole car on fire right underneath the driver, so you can't get out. It's just a complete disaster under here. Brake lines aren't even connected. That's the cable brake line, that is. Speedometer's not connected, which whatever. So yeah, this thing, I didn't think it stood much of a chance. I don't think I've ever seen one of these in a first gen either. It's got a sunroof, so maybe they added this. Don't know. And then there's where the electrical fire melted all the paint off the hood. So I think that's all the parts I'm going to grab. Junkyard's going to charge me extra for all these little sensors for the gauges, so I'm going to leave those. But it's got some swap headers that have barely any use. Engine mounts, transmission mount. It's got a TH350 in it. Trans fluid looked real good, but I'm gonna leave all that for somebody else. So that's it for this disaster.